Hey guys, my name is Justin and welcome to Hellsboro, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do too, make sure to subscribe. So for today's video, I wanted to take a look at the Loewe Autumn Winter 23 runway that just came out. So normally with these let's see videos where I'm just kind of watching through things, I like to go in kind of ignorant. I don't want to see too much. Okay, to be real, I did look at some of the photos because I was just so curious and I am so excited to talk with you guys about it. But without further ado, let's get going, right? Okay, so like always, I skipped ahead a little bit so that it wasn't just the people walking in, because I mean, it's fun to watch, but not watching someone watch that. I don't know, let me know. Do you want me to do that part next time? I already know what these are, but if I didn't know what this was, I would be like, oh, that's an interesting texture. Is that gonna be seen in a garment? But it's confetti or glitter or something that they compressed into cubes. And watching the process, I think it's posted on Instagram or something, but of filling these frames with this glitter or this confetti, whatever you want to call it, and then kind of tamping it down with your feet and then unmolding it. I think it's great. I love it. Oh, and she started. All right. Okay, the music finally started. That's weird. She was walking for a while without a music. I love this so much already. Oh my god, this is the perfect little LBD, little black dress. Okay, let's pause to talk about this for a second. So right now, we're seeing what I would say is white shift dresses with a large scale print of something, but it's blurred. It's a little bit it adds motion to the look, and I think that's already so interesting. Looks kind of a florally lacy kind of number printed, and then you know, when you're in Photoshop and you use the blur tool, that's what they did. They just blurred everything a little bit. I'm normally not the biggest fan of prints, but these are interesting. I mean, give me a good Trompe-l'oeil effect on something and I'm in already, you know? I can't tell if the music has the people talking or if people are actually talking. I'm pretty sure it's the music, but it's weirding me out. Also love this. It looks like a little princess dress. This looks like the dress that Rapunzel wore in the Rapunzel Disney movie. Oh my god. They almost had an accident. There's almost murder on the runway. Okay, already, let's break it down. Let's look at some of the accessories. Right now we're seeing this kind of it looks like it's toweling, like a towel. A really shorn down shearling or something like that on this really I'm gonna call it a frumpy hobo shape, and I am not into this. I do like the donut chain detail. The model's also carrying 2 bags, so it might be from the other bag. Hold on, maybe they'll pan up. They did not, and then they in fact showed the model from before for some reason. Oh, hold on. Let's just look at this look for a second. Why is there so much space above the model's head? You can just pan down and show the actual look. But I love how big this cardigan is. I don't know. There's a certain aloofness to the way that it falls on the body. There's definitely some humor. It looks lumpy. Damn, they do not want to show off their accessories. You know those giant bags that you put in a parking spot outside your apartment when you're or your house when you're remodeling, and you can put all your garbage there and a crane will take it away and give you a new empty bag? Yeah, it's a miniature version of that. Is this supposed to be that puzzle tote but then in a herringbone canvas or something like that, or a raffia canvas mix, or just a raffia? I had a feeling that huge bags were gonna come back. I'm not gonna say I was excited for it because I'm also not the biggest fan of mini bags, but I just find when you do a big bag, oftentimes you don't put too much detail into it. Otherwise you're adding more weight to the bag and the bag's already heavy. I don't know. That's not my favorite. It kind of, hold on. If I can get that shot again. Mother. Like a dungeon dragon. Like a dungeon dragon. Oh my god. It has this X pattern in the middle, and it reminds me of those dinette set chairs that have the raffia woven into an X pattern on the bottom. Does that make sense? This is what it's giving me. It's making me like it a little bit more, but still I'm because I don't know if that's what they're going for. I love that we're only 4 looks in and I've talked for like half an hour already. Oh, what is that bag? Well, I guess we'll never know. I have noticed that like it's really hard to like see the accessories in any of the Loewe shows. Oh my god, there we go, that's the secret. And maybe that's how it was for the other Napa shirt that we saw. The chain is attached to the shirt, accessorizing the shirt, like built in already. I don't know, I've never done this before using the mouse pointer, so hopefully it's like not gross to see. The shirt tail comes up and connects to the donut link and it goes over the shoulder. I don't know, I think that's fun. And it's like, you don't wash leather anyways, so you don't have to worry about that like getting like beat up or anything. I would love to see that as like a crossbody or something. I don't know, I feel like there's probably a ton of fun ways that you could style it. Super interested in seeing what people can accomplish. I actually do like this. I like the Paseo bag. So the Paseo bag came out like, what, a month ago at this point, maybe 2. And it has this kind of like dumpling shape where there's folds and things like that. I think Jonathan Anderson actually like went into the archive, but then he updated it by adding the flamenco knots. Like in the 2000s, it was very like, the borders on it were thick, so it added just another layer of like detail. He kind of like minimalist-ized it. But like what you're seeing now is that bag. You see the flamenco knots, you see that it has a much cleaner line to it, even though it still has some folds for a bit of volume. I like it. I love these boots. And I love that like, I think I've seen them in denim, so it's another version of like jutes. So into that. Oh, this is cute. It reminds me of the Loewe Fall cardigan with a bunch of like feathers on it. It's just a top and shorts and feathers. But it looks like they're not actually feathers, or maybe it's more inspired by fish scales now that I'm looking at it. But like just like a really thin, light fabric layered and giving that kind of scaling effect. I think it's so interesting. Oh, interesting. The hobo bag has, so it has ruching, which like, if you were like aware of fashion at all in like the 2000s, like Y2K, you know, like ruching and like this like gaudiness with the amount of volume and detail and stuff that bags had. I'm just not a fan, I'm sorry. I really do love all these like all leather looks. I think they're so cool. I would love to like rock one. Where to? I don't know, McDonald's? Why not? This is great. So it's the same like feathery, fish scaly kind of pieces, but on pants. Oh, that's great. Looking at more of these like shift dresses with like the blur print, I don't know what they're actually called, with the blur print on them. I like that they're like different styles of dress. Like I think one of them was more of like a princessy kind of look. This one makes me feel like, what, like 1940s, 1950s, that kind of silhouette. I mean, a little low cut, not the actual like shift dress, but like the one underneath. Oh, here's a new bag. Okay, you have my attention. I love a thick strap. Oh, fun. This leather, let's call it a tank top vest, whatever, sleeveless shirt. It has the same like lines going through it that the tote bag has. That's something that I noticed. Like they started putting like even like the puzzle design on like hoodies and stuff like that. I think there's even like a leather jacket, and then the leather jacket even has like a strap that you can then carry the jacket using that. I think that's so cool. God, if like $10,000 could fall into my lap right now, that'd be great. Oh yeah, I forgot that we're not here to just hear me complain, but then let's look at this bag. It's just this big like toady kind of, like honestly I have so much trouble describing like these big floppy bag shapes, because I'm like, oh yeah, it's like a tote, but then I think formally a tote would have like handles on both sides of the opening, and then I think I don't even know what a satchel is. And I wouldn't want to call it a hobo, because for me the hobo shape is a little bit more slouchy than this. And like it looks like it could be a bucket bag, but I think the bucket bag should have a bit more structure, so I'm like, I don't know, whatever. So this bag, I love the thick strap of it, and I love that it has this like big honkin' metal piece. Like the hole, you can see the hole there, and it's way smaller. You have to like unscrew it to like change the length of the strap. I'm kind of not into it though, because it's closer to like that minimalism that I'm not so into. It feels kind of like coast in a way, you know? Okay, no, I think I would call that a bucket bag. As like a square base. It is nice. If you're into minimalism, this is a good one. I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. Dun, 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 bruh, bruh, like a dungeon dragon. ruh, ruh, like a dungeon dragon. Oh, this is the beat from there. Watch it not be close at all. Oh my god, I love this glitter coat. This is wild. It reminds me of this thing a little bit. How it like super sparkly, super crazy. I love that. That's great. It's like a dress cape, but it's like does not look like it gives you much freedom with your arms. I mean, that's kind of the luxury though, right? Like, oh, I can't really move my arms, so someone else has to do everything for me. Oh, this faux fur coat is really nice. I like the half and half. I love a good half and half. What is it, like a shaken macchiato or something where it's like the coffee's on the bottom, the cream's on the top? Baby girl has like a silk blanket wrapped around her and that's it. She's cocooning. She's ready. Oh my god. When I tell you, I love Trump love. I love like the idea of visual trickery through clothing. And this is no exception. The fact that it looks like wrinkly, like folded up clothes on, you know that cardigan is like perfectly pressed. Maybe except for the sleeves, because like there's obvious real folds in the fabric there. But like, oh my god, that's good. And I know like other people have done it before, but like there's nothing quite like when Loewe does something. Oh, that's fun too. I have to say like Loewe really does like the shape of busts very well. This looks like it's an open book or something, like reading Rainbow. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, interesting. Oh my god, I'm gonna myself now. Okay, so again we have the Paseo bag, but again it looks like when it's moving it kind of looks like felt, which I think would be really cool if they did like a felt as the material of this like luxury bag. Because I feel like felt, when I think of felt, I think of like, oh, arts and crafts or drawer liners or something, I don't know, something like that. I really like the texture that it gives, because then you have not just the volume of the bag, but then you have this texture added on. It's like a little hairy dumpling. I love that though. That's great. Ooh, someone dropped something. Oh no. Oh, that's cute. I like the little ball in the middle of a chest. Is this really the instrumental for Monster? Like, that's just what it seems like. No, no, this is not it. What is this? I'm not even paying attention anymore. The music's really distracting. This is like lo-fi beats to study to, except it's not lo-fi, and it's actually quite aggressive and distracting. But you know, it'd be fun to like give yourself a challenge, right? Oh, I heard about like this part of the clothing, like Polly Pocket clothes. I love this. I love this like leather short sleeve cropped double pocket collared button up. I don't even know if that's an actual button up or if it's like zipped in the back or something like that. It just like sits away from your body. Like you're not meant to touch it because it just like it rests and then it just goes straight down. I love it so much. Oh. And I do like that they're featuring like a woven bag. Loewe doesn't get enough attention for their woven bags because honestly, they're beautiful, and the way that they're woven is always so intricate, and you can tell like there's a lot of thought put into them. Okay, here's the outfit. This is the Polly Pocket look. I love it. I love this like half sleeve, like no bust, like just flat front, and then the skirt just like comes out. That's great. It's like this like Wes Anderson pink, and then like this like bright limey, like but like a pastel bright lime skirt. This color combo is like insane, but I love it. I love that there's just like a couple random looks in every show that are just like really out there that like get people's attention. Oh, this is nice too. I think this is the first puzzle bag we've seen so far. It looks like it might be like a faux fur, but in this like mossy olive gray or olive green with like gold. It's an interesting color combo. Not my favorite. But I do love the idea of like a faux fur puzzle. I have way too many though, so I'm not gonna get another one. And then again, this amazing shirt. If this shirt, I wouldn't be able to afford it. I know I can't. Because I like saw the price for those pixel shirts. I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. But if that came in white, I would be more depressed that I can't afford it. Getting one of these, okay. Oh my god, this is great. Okay, first off, I love it. It's like a double-breasted trench coat, but like printed onto this. I want to assume it's like silk, whatever, like slit neck opening, whatever. Anyways, like I know it's not, but I almost feel like it's like Jonathan Anderson being like, hey Daniel Lee, this is how you do an interesting trench coat. because like Daniel Lee has gotten some criticism about like not really pulling out the whole like trench coat house code, like with his first collection at Burberry. And I feel like this is almost like a, hey, this is how you do that. Because this is amazing. This is great. Wearing this, but then you have to wear a trench coat over it, that would be the look. Oh, I'm wearing a trench coat on a trench coat, but it's not a trench coat. And if the top trench coat could even somehow not be a trench coat, that would be great as well. Oh, this is great. Again, we're seeing like that same trompe-l'oeil effect, but then it's supposed to be like a fur coat. Oh, this is beautiful. I love that this model looks like she's just like carrying her dress. It's fun. Jonathan really is going hard with these like huge toes. I'm not. Well, hopefully it'll help me save some money. God, there's something so like elegant about like having to cross your arms and looking a little grumpy to like hold your dress up kinda. I don't know, I'm just into that. That's fun. Oh, here, this is great because then we can see a little bit more the concept of it. So in the front and the back of these shirts, I think this one's actually not leather though, which is interesting. You have that chain that goes over your shoulder. Oh, another woven bag. Oh, I like that. Okay, girl, pick it up. Come on. Why is she so far behind everyone? Like everyone else looks like they're like in the door for like the final like finale like walk. Oh no, it's this one. She has to take it her time because her sleeves. I get it. I take it back. I'm just a hater. Alright, so that's the Autumn-Winter 23 collection for Loewe. This is definitely a very commercial runway. Like, I can see a lot of this stuff being very popular. I do think there still is enough interest that, you know, it doesn't feel like, okay, now he's just being, like, told by the CEO or whatever, like, just make commercial clothes. Like, we're not having another, like... Let's say name. We're not having a moment where it's like, okay, fine, I'll just do whatever just to make the company money. Like, it doesn't feel like that, but I do think that there was probably some sort of influence there. In general, it's not my favorite. I think, like, the past couple, especially the one that had, like, the pumpkins, like, in the middle, that one I, like, screamed at when I, like, saw all the looks of it. That was great. Yeah, not a huge fan of the accessories this time around. Some of the clothes are fine. The trompe-l'oeil, like, folded clothes and blur, those were kind of like the highlights for me. I feel like a lot of the times autumn-winter is kind of more subdued than spring-summer anyways, so, you know, say la vie. That's how it is, la vie. I would love to hear your thoughts on, like, the Polly Pocket stuff was cool. Like, the very, like, exaggerated, structured pieces. I would love to hear what you guys think about that, what you thought about the accessories. I really want to hear what you guys think about the accessories, because I feel like normally there's something more interesting going on when it comes to accessories, but I didn't really see much. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I was hearing from you guys. But that is all I have for you today. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design behind designer luxury. Until next time, like a dungeon dragon. Like a dungeon dragon. You're not gonna use that. Like a dungeon dragon. Like a dungeon dragon. Like a dungeon dragon. I'm just like off the deep end.